Hey guys, Rock Basic 1193 here,
And Sigra.
and it's definitely happening that it's gonna be more favorite bands. That's actually gonna say something that I forgot to mention since the last time that I'm just gonna be mentioning it, where I forgot my favorite pop punk bands. That's actually kind of related to that because it's actually gonna. So I was gonna mention this because it's gonna be about emo slash post-hardcore bands. Now there's gonna be most of it's emo because there are bands that are really considered still pop punk and emo, and I do have a few favorites, really my favorites, and that I forgot to point out the last time, which is My Chemical Romance, which I wear this sweatshirt right now. Fall Out Boy is definitely pop punk and emo, and I was figured one of my favorite I know it's definitely considered pop punk bands mainly, but my other favorite that's still pop punk band is the Starting Line. Yeah, I forgot to mention that Starting Line. It's not that really much popular of a band, but it's only recognizable as the hit song Best of Me. Yeah, Best of Me is definitely the best song from the Starting Line, and my other favorite from the Starting Line, I definitely remembered, it's definitely popular in the music video, Bedroom Talk, which came out in 2005. Lead singer Kenny, I can't pronounce his last name because I think it sounds Italian, but he moved on to other bands as the frontman, because he's going from different genre instead of just being pop punk. But yeah, that's most of it. So before I start moving on to my favorite emo slash pop punk, not pop punk, I already talked about it, post-hardcore bands. There's not much favorites I can have in mind, but I do have some right there because I'll definitely remember something but this time in this video I'll have Matt go first to talk about his favorite emo slash post-hardcore bands. It's really, most of it's still considered emo, and it's like, you know, what emo people is basically just listening to when it's just pop punk slash emo, and there's actually that's considered post-hardcore because it's part of it too that they listen to it. Alright, I'll let you go first, babe. So let's get this started. So yeah, let's just get this started.
My favorites include Title Fight.
Title Fight, I haven't looked it up. That was the name of the band, right?
Yeah.
Title Fight, I will,
One eternity later.
Yes, Title Fight is definitely both considered emo and post-hardcore bands, which I actually, to be honest, Matt, I actually never heard of this band.
Yes.
But, when I just checked correctly, they're actually an older band that's been around for, I think, in the 2000s.
Yes. I
see.
also like Tosa. They do that song Wash Away.
Oh yeah, before Matt talks more about his favorite bands, I forgot to point it out that that there were a couple of mistakes. There was that one mistake that what Matt did on the last time about this band called yeah, it was okay. First of all, Matt, it's the Suicide Machines, not Suicidal Machines.
Sorry.
And second, the Suicide Machines is more of a ska punk band. I mean, there are some that are pop punk, but they're mainly a ska punk band. So
Sorry.
that's the only couple of flaws from the other point I just want to point out. But at least you can take some criticism, and this is the kind of criticism that Matt can take. So that's all I gotta say for those minor mistakes. Anyway, let's continue with Matt's favorite emo slash post-hardcore bands.
I gave you the raspberries when you take criticism.
Really?
Yes.
Let's continue.
All American Rejects.
That we forgot to mention it in the last time because All American Rejects
Yes, but
are
I like,
punk.
but I have childhood memories of the song that gives you hell. I used to quote it a lot in class, actually, once.
There's also, it's not just that song, but also the famous hits, Dirty Little Secret, Move Along, and Ends Tonight.
I used to like I have childhood memories from the song If He Gives You Hell.
Yeah.
I also
Definitely
like
good
Alkaline Trio.
Yeah, Alkaline Trio is definitely, an emo band, and they're, actually they're more of a, yeah, it is a pop-punk band, actually, and they're actually pretty good. And I know Stupid Kid is one of them, and there's other songs. I think I remember the frontman was actually one of the members of Blink-182.
Yes.
That's what I remember. That's really good. What's really good about this band, because it's just recognizable, the frontman.
I also like the Bad Brains.
Bad Brains is that we forgot about this band because they're there are punk rock bands that we forgot to mention in the last. That's the one I forgot in the last video.
They're from Washington. They're from Washington D.C. to be precise.
I can look.
That's where they're from. I know from Dave Grohl's Sonic Highway.
A few moments later.
Yep, and you're right. They are from Washington D.C.
Yes, where the statue of Abraham Lincoln is from. Where the statue of Abraham Lincoln is there. Yes.
Yeah. Do you actually think of post-hardcore bands that are like related to just like an emo?
You mean screaming or?
The genres of bands.
Oh.
Like.
You got it, boss.
Yes.
This one, I would say, the emo band I like is Pending Pal.
What's the name of it again?
Pending Pal. Or Paddington Pending. Sorry, I can never pronounce the name.
We'll try to remember exactly the name of it, but I will still look it up.
They're talking about the emo kid.
Patent Petting.
Yes.
Yes, and guys, I used that song "Cheer Up Emo Kid" in my last video in the middle of it, and while it's played, so
well, yeah,
I was just doing this for
him.
him.
To pronounce their name. I
Patent
never
Petting
to pronounce
is,
their stupid name.
and they're from Long Island, New York.
I could never seem to pronounce their name.
I know you had trouble. When I first heard it, I had trouble pronouncing it too. Yeah, it's more like you're right. It's definitely hard to pronounce. So I know can't think of a lot of it in mind, but there are more favorites, which I'll definitely get to it in, with my favorite emo / post-hardcore band. So, but you'll definitely get the idea, guys. But yeah, there are some bands that never heard of from Matt. I'll definitely look more into it, because when I look at Matt's Spotify account, he has like over 4,000 of songs, and Matt, we should definitely thinking of another video of me, like reading along just to look at, or just checking, to see, looking at your Spotify with your playlist, which you have.
Yes.
God, you have a shitload of songs.
Yes. We're not doing this for just songs. We're doing it for a shitload of songs.
This is definitely good of it, just a part of, daily vlogs and doing stuff.
And most of them were stolen from the bus. Stolen from the shop bus.
That's what's really good part about it, just, for life things. And every song that I listened, I would definitely have it during on car rides, and also doing other kind of rides, and also with, I can listen to it during my break at work. Alright, now I'm going to talk about my favorite emo / post-hardcore bands. Saves the day. Saves the Day is definitely an emo slash pop punk band, but it's definitely still emo. But one of my favorite songs from Saves the Day is Shoulder to the Wheel, which I really obsessed with this song, and it makes me want to play it on the guitar because it's catchy as hell. It came out in 1999, and a lot of the early stuff was catchy, and their newer stuff was pretty good as well. I actually like their newer stuff. So this is what I'm gonna do, just to play it on the guitar. And this is an emo band from New Jersey, and they're doing this since, I think, they were formed, I think, 1994. They started with the original name, but before they changed it to Saves the Day. So I'll definitely research it for this. Taking Back Sunday. I love Taking Back Sunday because it has a really good, also the songs I really like, more memorable towards, people, and this stuff that people grew up with, because they're an emo band. And Taking Back Sunday, they're from Long Island, New York. And speaking of Taking Back Sunday, I was actually planning to go to that record store, Looney Tunes CD store. They're actually gonna be there next month, and I actually have someone to take me there just to get autographs. What I have to do, I think the autographs, when there's like pictures of it, I think it's free. I think that's what they're doing.
Except for because I have a Lyle Lovett concert to go to with my mom.
I know, but that was gonna
John Hyatt.
And the concert is actually not that far from where I live. And the singer you mentioned, yeah, I never heard him, because I think when I checked, he's a country singer.
Lyle Lovett and John Hyatt.
Okay, but the concert that you're going out with your mom is not until at night, correct?
Yeah.
For me, seeing Taking Back Sunday at the record store, they're actually gonna be at noon, so I'll definitely be ready just to meet them at the record store. And I definitely gotta be prepared that there's a lot of people out there, so of course it's gonna be crowded. And
once when I was sick with a cold, they were outside for All Time Low. I'm like, wait, don't start the party without me. And then I went, oh crap, I forgot.
And Matt, I'm not really sure if you're gonna meet me out to that record store if I'm gonna see Taking Back Sunday. You don't have to come if you don't want to. If it's that crowded, just to meeting up with the band.
Okay.
I know you love Taking Back Sunday as well. I'm just not really sure if you're able to come that day, like on the 2nd. But they're gonna be at noon.
Okay.
So I'll definitely be here, because I definitely want to see them so bad, just because of me being a fan of Taking Back Sunday. Cute Without the E is definitely one of my favorite songs from Taking Back Sunday, and their early stuff is definitely really good feel to it, and I really liked how they make those songs like this, and their other songs were pretty good too. And MakeDamnSure is also my another favorite from Taking Back Sunday, and I would like to learn that as well. And it's probably one of their most popular songs. That came out in 2006. Okay, the next one my other favorite emo band, which I forgot to mention in my previous one, it's considered pop punk, Panic at the Disco. I love Panic at the Disco because I definitely love the style to it, and I really liked what they did in music videos. It's pretty cool, like do it like make it old-fashioned. And Brandon's definitely a really good singer, and he's really talented. And most of the title of the songs, or the name of the title, is pretty damn long, so I can't even try to remember the song. Lying is to take off their clothes or whatever. But yeah, I can't even think of the title because it had like 14 words in it.
Matt, go see, when you're in New York with your uncle, go see CKY performing if you have to. Speaking
of CKY, I see it on Facebook, that they're gonna be there.
Yes, I got a ring from for my old Pandora that I used to have during 2013.
But the thing is, Matt, I don't think the original lead singer, Darren, I don't think he's gonna be there because he left the band a long time ago.
Oh, maybe they dislike each other?
Yeah, Matt, I'm just more into, like, you know, if I wanted to see a band, I'm just more into the original frontman.
Okay.
But I'm definitely glad that, you know, if I was gonna see The Who in concert, of course, Roger Daltrey and Pete Townshend is gonna be there because they're original members. But I'll definitely forward to it, of course. But it's not until like September. Anyway, back to Panic at the Disco. Their other songs, they probably changed it a lot, I think. But their albums, I think, similar. Their style to their genres, kind of similar to Fall Out Boy. I mean, Brandon and Patrick, their voices are very similar because it's probably hard to tell which one is either Fall Out Boy or Panic at the Disco because they both have similar voices. So I would definitely go for Panic at the Disco. That's definitely my favorite, just to kind of relate to Fall Out Boy. And I'm glad I brought Fall Out Boy there because I feel so bad that I forgot to, you know, Fall Out Boy is my favorite pop punk / emo. Well, at least I definitely count as emo because, you know. Alright, now just go to post-hardcore bands, which I'll definitely go for. This definitely my favorite. Sleeping with Sirens. I love Sleeping with Sirens because I know it's almost counted as a metalcore band because, oh yeah, about Sleeping with Sirens, I really love Kellen Quinn's unique high voice. We also recognize, you know, because when I first listened to Sleeping with Sirens, when the voice, I thought it was a girl singing, but no, it was a guy. His voice is incredibly high.
My voice is also incredibly high.
I can't even sing that high, and I'm a girl, and my voice is really naturally low, and the only thing I can go that high is when I scream. Anyway, about Sleeping with Sirens, my favorite is
12 seconds later.
Audrey Hepburn, and I forgot the title of the song because it's so long again. But it's definitely my favorite, and when this genre of band is definitely it would be fun to play on a guitar, but there are some parts that are kind of challenging, but I'll definitely probably practice on that. I definitely like Kellen Quinn's, which, when I just look at funny moments, oh my god. He's also, good with the, you know, the humor, because with those moments when he does some impressions and he does, like, crazy things, this guy, Kellen Quinn is also funny, and for him as a person, he seems like, a really cool guy. I really like his, emo hairstyles, even they kind of changed it a lot, and he's like in his early 30s now. Yeah, he is. Yeah, Sleeping with Sirens is definitely the best post-hardcore bands that I ever listened to, and they're really fun. Could be fun to play it on the guitar. My other favorite post-hardcore band, I would go with, of course, Pierce the Veil. Vic Fuentes, I think that's how I pronounce his last name, but his voice is also high too, just like Helen Quinn. They kind of relate to each other because they share the same genres, but Vic's voice is amazing. Caraphernelia, I think that's how I pronounce the song name, but this is definitely one of my favorites. Some parts of it, if you play it on a guitar, it can be hard to play because it goes like, you know, like that. But some parts are not that hard, but I'll, like, again, I definitely gotta work on it, but it's definitely gonna wait until later because if I go for pop punk bands, it's gonna be, you know, I just have to get some, I really need to practice more on that. Pierce the Veil is definitely, and I think, he's doing like one song, I think, called King for a Day. He's actually new Kellen Quinn, so him and Kellen are actually doing the song together, which, like I said, they kind of relate to each other. It's really awesome. That's why I have both of them are my favorite post-hardcore bands, and that's what I like about Pierce the Veil. and their other songs are pretty good too, just from 2010 and 2011. But their newer songs are actually pretty good too. And yeah, this is what I like. First of all, I'm really sorry about my voice just because I talk so much. I try not to talk this loud because I don't want to strain my voice, but I wasn't really sick yet, thank God, because I know it's the kind of season that's really cold, but thank God I'm not sick right now. It's just happens when I forgot to drink the water and also doing other stuff. Yeah, I forgot to drink the water when I talk too much, so I just want to apologize if my voice is that raspy that I play my breath. I have another favorite post-hardcore band that'll be still pop punk. Is Brand New. I love Brand New. They're also from Long Island, New York, and Brand New is also, I think, probably been around since the 2000s. Yes, they are. Brand New is actually some of the songs I try to remember correctly, but there's nothing much I could say about this band, but also really fun to play on the guitar. But if they're going to any concert, concert that they tour, if they're gonna be in New York, I would definitely love to see them, because Brand New was definitely a really awesome band. So that's pretty much all I gotta say in mind. If I do forget it, I will always gonna put in the update just to put it in the comments if I miss anything. So that's the emo / post-hardcore bands. In our next favorite genre music, we're almost done with well, we're not exactly done with the rock genres, but there are two more genres that they'll definitely think as our favorites. The next one I can do is ska punk bands, which I'll definitely hype to do this because I love ska punk music, and ska punk music is definitely recognizable in Tony Hawkins.
My favorite ska punk band is Real Big Fish. They do that song "Sell Out,"
which we'll definitely talk more on the ska punk band in our next video. Also, guys, about the podcasting channel. I know it's February right now, but we'll probably finally get started on podcasting because recently Matt created a website for our podcasting channel, so, for our show, So Wrong It's Right. So I'm definitely hyped to get started on that. And I want to thank you for helping me on that, babe.
You're welcome.
Yep. So
well, in the intro, I used synthesizer music that David Bowie and also Donovan uses. So
so I'm definitely keeping that intro on my desktop and my computer just to use it, just to start the show on YouTube.
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
We'll see what happens if Matt's available to come to my house, if he's really gonna be free sometime in the weekends, because I know recently that there's a lot going on, because recently I think on Wednesday my stepfather passed away, so I'm gonna miss him very much. We'll see what Matt's thinking about it. If it's a Friday night, if I can have our friend to pick him up and go to the house so we can just get podcasting together. So we'll see what happens.
I'll never make fun of Matt's hatred of Mondays.
Never, of course not. Never make fun of it.
Well, it's going to be Monday again, so you better get used to it, Matt. I hate Mondays.
Oh, Mondays. Just to go, going back to work. Yeah, Mondays is not my favorite day. Fridays is better.
I also like Polaris Hate Sandy, if you want to talk songs that play on Monday.
Sure. But let's see when we're gonna get started on that, so we'll keep you guys updated. Anyway, subscribe to Matthew. I'm gonna put his Google account in the description. Again, sorry that my voice is going off like this just because I talk so much.
With Sam barking orders.
Thank you so much for the humor tonight, baby. Because whenever you did some, like this, when you did those kind of faces like it, sometime in the future, I would definitely gonna put in a video like Matthew Seagrave's funny moment or best moments.
Yes.
I would definitely put you as a popularity as the funniest guy ever.
Yes.
I love you, babe.
I love you too.
This is Rock Music 1183 signing out.
I'm Matt out.